Hey buddy, Success Animation here. So let's start with the biggest mistakes most guys make. When it comes to flirt with women, I bet you probably made one of these in the past. 1. Demonstrating enthusiasm by indicating an absence of intrigue. This is a typical being a tease botch that took me years to quit doing. At whatever point I loved somebody, I'd be so hesitant that I'd end up totally overlooking them and just trusted they'd some way or another get my mystery message. This definitely never worked and left me continually wishing I had been all the more clear about my sentiments. Try not to be reluctant to put yourself out there, you just have something to pick up. 2. Attempting to make them desirous. Probably the quickest way is not to draw in an individual is by attempting to make them desirous, either by playing with others or discussing others you're keen on. Chances are this will just wind up pushing them away. 3. Folding your arms. Folding your arms before you is probably the quickest approaches to flag that you would prefer not to be drawn closer. Rather, take a stab at keeping your stance free and loose, or assure you're continually holding a beverage to keep your nonverbal communication open. 4. Calculating ceaselessly from the other individual. Keeping our feet pointed towards an individual conveys a sign that we're intrigued. Be that as it may, calculating our body away from the individual has the contrary impact, conveying the oblivious signal that we're not pulled into them. Remember this whenever you're getting your tease on. 5. Not acting such as yourself. This one is an individual tip and is one I'm unquestionably blameworthy of doing myself on numerous an event in my adolescence and mid-20s. In some cases it can appear as though the most ideal approach to stand out for somebody is by removing consideration from every other person, which in down-to-earth terms frequently implies simply being extremely noisy. Nonetheless, many individuals wind up discovering this quite scary and don't wind up reacting in the manner we trusted. In the event that you end up doing this as a method for dealing with stress, take a stab at making a stride back and advising yourself that you needn't bother with any monster fancy odds and ends to stand out. This isn't to say you should mitigate it in case you're normally a boisterous individual, yet a suggestion to act naturally, not simply the form you think another person needs. 6. Standing by excessively long to content. Holding up days to content somebody you like back in light of the fact that you would prefer not to appear to be uncool or excessively energetic can in reality simply send the message that you're not intrigued. So on the off chance that you is somebody, don't be reluctant to show it. 7. Demonstrating enthusiasm by indicating an absence of intrigue. This is another regular being a tease botch that took me years to quit doing. At whatever point I enjoyed somebody, I'd be so reluctant that I'd end up totally overlooking them and just trusted they'd some way or another get my mystery message. This unavoidably never worked and left me continually wishing I had been all the more clear about my sentiments. Try not to be hesitant to put yourself out there, you just have something to pick up.